Alright everybody, welcome back here. It is Thursday, August 10th, 2023. I haven't done these videos in a couple of weeks, but I'm back now. We finished the binders. We're going to show as new things come in. But right now we're going to take a look at this, some of my posters and things I have framed. I don't have these hanging on the wall, but these are pretty cool. So we have Greg the Hammer Valentine, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Brutus the Barber Beefcake right there. There's Ricky Steamboat, Bret the Hitman Hart, Koko B. Ware, Rick Martel, Papa Shango, Ric Flair, 16-time champion, Tully Blanchard, signed by Mr. Perfect, Big Van Vader, Mean Gene, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Sergeant Slaughter, the Iron Sheik, who's that? Somebody Hall of Fame 09, I can't tell who that is. Alright, Jimmy Snuka, Goldust, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Ted DiBiase, Paul Bearer, and I wish I remember who that one was. Let me look at the back and see if I can tell when I'm looking at this. I have some label. Okay, so it's Greg Valentine, Roddy Piper, Brutus Beefcake, Ricky Steamboat, Bob Orton, Papa Shango, Rick Martel, One Man Gang, Koko B. Ware, Bret Hart, Tully Blanchard, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Jim Neidhart, Sergeant Slaughter, Big Van Vader, who's that, 17? I'm trying to read this, hold on. Oh, Mean Gene, yep, Iron Sheik, Don Morocco, Virgil, Ted DiBiase, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Jake Roberts, Goldust, Jimmy Snuka, and Paul Bearer. So let's see the ones I missed here. Oh yeah, the Virgil's over here. Let's see. Where's Bob Orton? I read him. There's Paul Bearer, DiBiase, Papa Shango, Rick. Oh, One Man Gang's up here. I missed him. Coco. I wish I remember who this one was. This guy says Hall of Fame 2009. Okay. Alright, whatever though. There you see the big one there. That's all those guys that signed this though. A huge big poster, okay? We're going to move along. We're going to get some other ones out. That's probably the best one I have though. That's a big one. I have no idea where I'm going to keep this thing. I have to keep it back here because of how much junk I got. Okay. Alright, so that one goes over there. Let's see, anything underneath here? No. Alright, I'm going to get some other ones out now. Hold on. Alright, next I got a, this is a WrestleMania 8 one, okay? So this one's signed by Jerry Sags, Brian Knobbs, Virgil, Jimmy Hart, Big Sid, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Ted DiBiase, and Mean Gene. So there you go. There's a cool one of WrestleMania 8. If you want to take a look at all the signatures there. Oh, Repo Man over here too by Sid. I missed him before. And Bobby Heenan down over here too by the arm of Hulk Hogan. So yeah, some pretty cool ones here. So that's another one of the posters. Let me get another one. Yeah, I used to collect a whole bunch of these. This one is the 1990 Survivor Series. So a lot of people here. We got Bret the Hitman Hart. I believe that's Mean Gene right there. We got Demolition Smash, Road Warrior Animal. We have Haku. We have Bushwhacker Luke. We have Barbarian. We have Nikolai Volkov. We have Axe of Demolition. We have Sergeant Slaughter. We have Ted DiBiase, Boris Zukov, Koko B. Ware, Jimmy Hart. Let's see, Rick Martel, Honky Tonk Man, Warlord, Bobby Heenan. Can't tell who that is. Marty Jannetty, Rick Martel. Let me look at the back and see what I got here. Okay, so this one's signed by Bret Hart, Mean Gene Animal, Demolition, Axe and Smash, Haku, Koko B. Ware, Nikolai Volkov, Jimmy Hart, Rick Martel, Luke Barbarian Slaughter. Oh, it's Pat Tanaka, not Boris. Pat Tanaka, Ted DiBiase, Marty Jannetty, Jake Roberts, Bobby Heenan, Warlord, Honky Tonk Man. So a whole bunch of people here from the 1990 Survivor Series signed this poster. Alright, here's another one coming up. Alright, this one. This is SummerSlam 89. So we have Tito Santana, Ted DiBiase, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, Demolition Smash, Big Zeus, Axe, Beefcake, Marty Jannetty, Jimmy Hart. There's a cool one again, SummerSlam 89, signed by all those guys. Alright, here's another one. This is a cool one here of the Hart Foundation, where they're the tag team champions. There's a nice poster there, signed by Bret Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, is the Hart Foundation. Alright, here's another one. This is SummerSlam 91. So we have Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Hart, Ted DiBiase, General Adnan, Sergeant Slaughter at Ease, Bret the Hitman Hart down there. Who's that? Mean Gene, I believe. Jerry Sags, Brian Knobbs, The Warlord, Typhoon. So there's a whole bunch of people again. SummerSlam 91 poster signed by a bunch of people. Hogan, Hart, DiBiase, Animal, Slaughter, Typhoon, Warlord, Bret, Nasty Boys. Oh, Valentine signed it. Where's Greg Valentine? This is Valentine down there, not Mean Gene. Okay. Alright. Next one I have... Boy, I have so many of these. Alright, this is a convention called Icons. So they had a whole bunch of guys sign this one. So you have Booker T, Vicky Guerrero, Tommy Dreamer, The Gang, The Sandman, Brother Love, Billy Gunn. I don't know if I said that already. There's a bunch of people. This Icons poster. Alright, next one. Alright, here's a nice WrestleMania 3 one signed by a bunch of people. So we have Coco Beware, Cowboy Bob Orton, George the Animal Steele, Ricky Steamboat, Bobby Heenan, Jim Neidhart, Bret the Hitman Hart, Jake the Snake, Jimmy Hart, Honky Tonk Man, King Kong Bundy, Butch Reed, Hillbilly Jim, Greg Valentine, Brutus Beefcake, Jake the Snake, all those guys. So here you see a nice WrestleMania 3 poster signed by a bunch of guys. Alright, here's another one of those Icons ones signed by a bunch of people. So we have Brian Knobbs, Jerry Sags, Sting, Terry Funk, El Torrio or Tordito, Bret the Hitman Hart, whoever this guy is, Matt Hardy, Santino Marella, Ted DiBiase signed it. So here you go, a bunch of guys here from this Icons convention signed this one. And it says it all: the Nasty Boy Sting, Terry Funk, Ted DiBiase, Hornswoggle, Matt Hardy, Bret Hart, Santino, Ricochet is that guy's name. Okay. Let's see if we can find Terry Funk. It says he's on here. Oh, there's Terry Funk. I missed him before. Okay. There's Terry Funk as well on that one. Alright, another one. So this is the original, no, not really quite the original Horseman. This is a 4 Horsemen version. So you have Arn Anderson, Barry Windham, Ric Flair, Sid, and Ole Anderson. Okay. All right, let me put those back. We'll get some more posters in just a moment. Sorry, guys. I'm going to look up at the sky for a moment as I'm putting these back. All right. Okay. I mean, I was collecting these for quite a few years here, these posters. This is all like pre-COVID. I bought this stuff now. It would be ridiculously expensive. These were pretty reasonably priced though, pre-COVID time. Alright, I'm going to take a tour and we're going to go to some more now. Alright, here we go. Let's pull out some of these. First one. Look at this cool thing. This was like a SmackDown 10th anniversary one signed by everybody in the photo. So we have R-Truth here at What's Up, Edge up there. We have The Undertaker, Rey Mysterio Jr., CM Punk, and is that Kelly Kelly? Yep. So there's and Melina over here too. So everybody on this nice SmackDown 10th anniversary poster. Alright, next we got another one of those Icons convention things here. We got Lex Luger, Ricky Steamboat, Billy Gunn, Road Warrior Animal. We're taking that one, right? Steamboat and Animal. Yep, those ones. Okay. Next we have, here's another one. We have Brooke Tessmacher, Eric Bischoff, the FBI. We have Devon Dudley, Someone Conway, Christy Hemme, Slaughter, Steamboat, Tugboat. Is that Ray down there? So this one we got Brooke Adams, Eric Bischoff, Christy Hemme, Jimmy Valiant, Sergeant Slaughter, Little Guido, Ashley Mazzaro, Ricky Steamboat, Tugboat, Christian X-Pac, Marty Jannetty, Juventud Guerrera, Pentagon Jr. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of names here. I think it's Christian over there. Okay, so you gotta just look through all this crap. So there's all those. Alright, I'm getting another one out. This is Super Brawl 2. We have Ricky Steamboat, Cactus Jack, Diamond Dallas Page, was that Bobby Eaton, Larry Sabisco, Lex Luger, Sting, Kevin Nash as Vinny Vegas, Ricky Morton, and Scott Steiner. So a whole bunch there on Super Brawl 2. Ron Simmons too. So there's a whole bunch there from Super Brawl 2, one of the best pay-per-views in WCW history. Alright, here comes some more. There's the Royal Rumble 1991. We have Bushwhacker Luke, Coco Beware. We have Jake the Snake, Greg Valentine, Rick Martel, Tugboat, Tito Santana, The Barbarian, Haku, Bobby Heenan, Ted DiBiase, Sags, Marty Jannetty, Jimmy Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart, Virgil. Who's that in the middle? I can't tell everybody. Hogan over here in yellow, he's hard to see. Yep, so Bushwhacker Luke, Jake, Coco, Greg Valentine, Rick Martel, Tugboat, Tito, Animal, Hogan, the Nasty Boys, there's Knobs on there too, Jannetty, Tanaka, DiBiase, Virgil, Haku, Barbarian, Bobby Heenan, Jimmy Hart, Bret Hart, and Rick Martel. So a whole bunch of names on this nice 1991 Royal Rumble poster. Alright, here's a cool one of Hogan, Beefcake, and Jimmy Hart. All three of them signed that. Alright, next I have, this is the Royal Rumble 93. So we have Bret Hart in pink, Razor Ramon, Brian Knobbs, Jerry Sags, Tito Santana, Ric Flair. So there's a pretty cool one there of the Rumble 93 signed by a few guys. Alright, here's a... Oops. Hold on one second, I'm having trouble getting this out. Alright. Oh boy, it's stuck. Okay. Boy, these things get dusty. I have to keep them. This is a nice one of Mr. Perfect and Bret the Hitman Hart from their SummerSlam 91 match. Sure, you see he's got trying to put in the sharpshooter and stuff like that. So Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart together, very nicely framed. There's actually a second one of a different pose from the match. Just do all this shit while I'm getting to it. And here's a different pose from the same match, SummerSlam 91. So Mr. Perfect, Bret the Hitman Hart looks really cool. Alright, let's put those back. Got some wrestling. As you can see here, I got some wrestling buddies. We got Warrior, we got Savage, we got Sting, we got Hollywood Hogan. I'm going to push these guys back in here. As you see, I got so much memorabilia here I've collected over the years. Okay. Here's a bunch of my wrestling DVDs. I'm not going to open them all up though, but we have like baskets and things like that. Alright, here comes some more in a second. Let's see. Alright, here's the 1990 Survivor Series. So we got DiBiase. I should go back to the lighting. Okay. So we have DiBiase, Coco Beware, was that Earl Hebner, Rick Martel, Typhoon, Tito Santana, The Barbarian, Axe, and Smash. So a whole bunch of names here from the 1990 Survivor Series. Alright, here's another one. There's a cool one of the British Bulldog, Davy Boy Smith. There he is with his dog Winston. Sign right here is Davy Boy Smith. So that's a nice one there of the Bulldog. Alright, and here we have... There's a nice one there of the Survivor Series from 1993. Keep Rocking Marty Jannetty. We have Bam Bam Bigelow up there. We have Howard Finkel. We have Adam Baum. We have Scott Steiner, Rick Martel, Robert Gibson. Is that Ricky Morton, I believe? We have Bobby Heenan. We have Yokozuna. We have IRS. Jim Ross. I met him in person to get that one. We have The Undertaker. We have Paul Bearer. We have the 1-2-3 Kid, Mr. Fuji, Diesel, Rick Martel, Razor Ramon, Lex Luger. So a whole bunch of great names here on this Survivor Series 1993 poster. Alright, here's another one. This I got from Bob Backlund when he went to a book signing. It says, To Todd PMA, Bob Backlund. He's all about never giving up and all like that, so that's Bob Backlund. So we're going to put some of these back. Just bear with me for a moment. I believe that's all the... I have a couple posters in my room too. I gotta go through. Hold on. Let's just put these back for now. Yeah, I should be hanging these up like in a man cave. Instead they're just scattered around my floor and crap. It's crazy. Alright, so we have replica title belts here, like this one. It's a nice replica belt. I have a couple other ones hanging up here. I have a bunch of DVDs, as I said. I have binders of like ones I taped off of TV and bought. We have some cool figures and things like that. Some signed ones there. So we have Sting and Iris and DiBiase. We have a Sting and a Luger over here. Mickey Mantle. We have some Eagles stuff. We have the Four Horsemen. Whole bunch of great stuff. We have some masks. We have figures in this wheeled backpack. We have Randall Cunningham stuff, so a lot more things. I'm going to go upstairs now and finish up the last two posters. Hold on. Alright, even before we go upstairs, I just came across these. This is Survivor Series 91 here. We have Hogan, Undertaker, Road Warrior Animal, and Jake the Snake, and the Hitman, and DiBiase. So it is Survivor Series 91. And then I have this ECW one signed by everybody in this picture. So we have Raven, Sabu, Sandman, Joey Styles, Terry Funk, Shane Douglas. So there's a cool thing there of ECW, like a caricature of all those guys. Okay, I'm upstairs now. I'm taping wedding tape for somebody locally. We have Ted DiBiase, Hulk Hogan, Coco Beware, Brutus Beefcake, Akeem, Honky Tonk Man, Haku, Smash, Axe, Jake, Barbarian, Warrior, and Hogan. There's a cool Survivor Series 88 poster. It's hanging up on my wall. A couple other ones I keep upstairs, not many though. Slamboree 93. We have Barry Windham, Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, Steamboat, Too Cold Scorpio, Don Morocco, Sid. Who's that? Bobby Eaton, Sting, Ricky Steamboat, Dustin Rhodes. That's a cool one there of Slamboree 93. Here's SummerSlam 92, signed by Macho Man and Warrior. There's the Macho Man and Warrior together here. And then there's a cool Armed Forces things. We have Hurricane Helms, Trish Stratus, Shawn Michaels, Devon Dudley, Kevin Nash. So there's a cool thing there. And this is just a Yankees poster. It's old school. And I'll show you guys more in the future.